Sheila were building a dollhouse. In the morning, Mara was getting ready to school. Mara's brother Jesse had an upcoming spell bee competition, so Mara asked him some questions based on spellings. After getting down the car and waving to their father, Jesse and Mara went on their way to their classrooms. When Mara entered the class, she saw Chris's table was crowded. Then was when Mara saw two amazing dolls placed on his table. One had a beetle black eyes with golden smooth hair, and the other was tiny, with long black hair, bright blue eyes, and a cute smile. Mara approached Chris eagerly and asked where he got those dolls from. Chris told that a new store opened near the supermarket in town, named Dreamland Dolls. After the school ended, Mara asked her father to take her to the Dreamland Dolls. As her father also had to buy vegetables, he agreed and dropped off at the store. "Welcome to the Dreamland Dolls," said with a creaky voice. Then a tall man appeared from the shadows. He was wearing an old-fashioned black suit and a grey shirt with a black tie, and his silver hair shined in the sunlight. Mara asked the man for a doll for her dollhouse. She wanted a special doll. The man guided her to a very dim place which had one flashlight, and he told that he would be right back. Mara scanned through the shelves, finding the perfect one. She saw a hidden box locked behind. She was curious to open it. Maybe it could be the perfect doll for her dollhouse. She opened it, releasing a puff of fine gray dust. Then she saw a doll. It has ice blue eyes, which seemed scary, but also cute. The doll's body was made out of snow-white porcelain. She was wearing a dark red velvet dress. Her long black hair was tied around with a red ribbon, and her hair fell rear. Around her neck was a tiny gold chain. Mara picked the doll and went to the counter. She asked the man that she wanted to buy that doll. He took the doll, wrapped her in a white tissue paper, and put her into a black box, which looked like a coffin. Mara took the box. As she was leaving, the man called her back and frighteningly told her a rhyme.
Repeat this rhythm every night before sleep. Do not ask me why. It's important for you.
Mara was confused and left. When Mara came back home, she had forgotten the rhyme. She ate dinner, changed into her nightwear dress. She asked her father to move the dollhouse into her bedroom. It took up the whole top floor. There was a square window at one end of the room, and the bed faced it. The bed was a tiny handmade quilt that Mara's father had made, who was handy with a needle and a thread. He made it out of pieces of her favorite clothes that Mara had overgrown. She had also made a nightgown for the doll, and Mara named the doll as Charlotte. Mara's mother came into the room and told her to sleep. After a few minutes, Mara drifted into sleep and forgot to say the rhyme before she slept. It started raining. Mara could smell the rotten flesh. The strong thunder woke her up. It was a stormy night. The power failed, but Mara was prepared. She had a flashlight in her drawer. Mara got down from the bed to check if the doll fell down due to the storm, but she couldn't find the doll anywhere. Lightning sparked outside. Mara pointed her flashlight through the hallway and looked into the hallway. At the far end, a flash of white light disappeared around the corner, in the direction of Jess's room. Mara thought it was Jessie who was pranking her. She marched down the hallway to Jessie's room. When she opened the door, she saw that Jessie was sleeping peacefully. Mara went back to her room, thought that she was imagining all of this, and went to sleep. In the morning, she woke up and saw Charlotte in her bed. It was Saturday, and Olivia came to Mara's house for a sleepover. They played and also watched their favorite movie. Olivia and Mara thought of planning a birthday party for their pretty doll, Charlotte. They made a cake out of pink modeling clay and wrote "Happy Birthday, Charlotte" on it. They even made candles with toothpicks and painted it yellow. They celebrated. The next day, when Mara woke up, she saw her friend went missing. She saw a big chunk of hair on the table in the dollhouse. She has searched the whole morning for her friend, but failed. She told her parents about it. Then was when she knew that Olivia left after breakfast as she had a family emergency. As Mara was playing with her doll, she saw two letters written on the hand of the doll. The letters VG were written. Mara went to her mother's working area and went onto an online website. She wanted to know what the letters VG meant. As she continued to research, she saw that the letters VG meant Violetta Girondi. Violetta Girondi was a doll maker. She made many pretty dolls for people. There were several photographs in the article showing some dolls made by her. She also saw that the dolls may incorporate a dead person's hair, bones, or teeth. Mara was a little afraid. That night, Mara's parents went to a movie, and they kept a babysitter for the kids. The day passed. The babysitter's name was Caroline. As Mara went to bed, she read her favorite book, which was Tom's Midnight Garden. As she continued to read, she drifted back to sleep. Mara woke up when she heard the grandfather clock in the downstairs hall chiming. Its big voice boomed through the house like a giant calling the hour. Mara found herself counting along the clock. When it reached 12, she thought it must be done. But then, it changed one more time. She found it funny. As she rolled on her bed, it felt like the headboard was made out of metal, but it should actually be made up of wood. She got down and understood that she was not in her bedroom. She was in the dollhouse. Mara wouldn't believe what was happening. She ran into the bottom floor. She tried to open the main door, but it was locked. Before she could even think of what was happening, something blocked out the light. Suddenly, a cracky ice blue eye appeared in the window. It stared at her. After some time, the eye stepped away from the window. Mara rushed to the window and saw that Charlotte was large and Mara was tiny. She thought that she was dreaming. She went and sat on her bed. She heard a creaky voice behind her.